Johnny D's dad is trying to pull out a wad of cash and see if we'd let him up. How much has he got? All I see so far is singles, and I'm not dancing on a pole.
Trying to fucking tell somebody back in August.
Down on the top of row.
Everybody to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Full-man game called Cup Series 125. New Hampshire 125. Jake Little here along with Corey Bono. How you doing, Corey?
I'm pretty good, Jake.
So, Corey, we have an interesting track here. New Hampshire Motor Speedway, kind of flat, kind of hard to pass. What do you expect to see here tonight?
A lot of bottom groove to mid groove racing. And a lot of bump and runs, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, with it being really flat, it's really hard to pass. Only way we're going to see anyone pass is with that bump and run, but really wouldn't expect to see that early on, but it could be different. Do you think with this being such a flat racetrack, do you think people are going to be more cautious, more aggressive on fresh tires, or what's your opinion on all that?
125 laps, save your tires for the first half, and then second half of the run, go all out.
I know. What will we... Last week we were at the Kentucky Motor Speedway. There was no broadcast for that one, but it was a pretty tight battle. It was a strong race for everybody. There were a couple in-car cameras. Corey, did you catch any of that race?
No, I did not catch that race.
I was in that race, and it was a very intense battle from the beginning of the race, from all the way to the end. But Keith Haney ended up picking up his first win of the season, with Andrew Jones finishing second. I don't really expect to see. Do you expect to see much give and take, or all give, all take tonight when we get so close to the playoffs? There's only 8 races remaining before the playoffs do begin.
I don't think we'll see too much. Anything for first half, just last half of the race will be all action.
How about pre-race picks? Who do you see going to the Andrew Jones victory lane tonight?
I'd like to pick out this Danny Love, number 79.
I picked him a couple weeks ago at Daytona. I kind of jinxed him a little bit, but I think he'll have a good turnaround this week. Josh Sturgill, number 17. Anywhere we go, here he goes very fast, and I really think I think he'll make it in the Andrew Jones victory lane tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Now with someone like Andrew Bird, who is locked into the playoffs, do you think he will go on and try to win more races? Do you think he will try to make it more conservative, or what do you think he'll try to pull tonight?
I say since he's on the pole, he's going to go out and try to win.
and he has been pretty good. That 4 wins this season. Last one coming at Sonoma 3 weeks ago. But now we have Richard Rose. He's so far he's 12th quickest in that number 10 machine. He's helped me call the Daytona race a couple weeks ago, and he's looking pretty fast there as well.
Yeah, he's sitting 12 in practice. I say he's gonna go down and probably drop to the back of the field and serve his tires and.
And will we see people do that? Will we see people try to? Will we see people try to conserve and ride out back?
Yeah, that's what I say. If you're in the bottom half of this field, I would do that. Save your tires. If you're in that top half, get it all out and try to get as much track position as possible.
Now you want to get a quick word with our Buzz, our pole winner here.
Yeah.
Andrew Bird, Jake Little on the Yellow Flag TV booth. Got a copy, buddy?
42 also coming.
Andrew Bird, Jake Little, Yellow Flag TV booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
And you're sitting on the pole. You're locked into the playoffs. What is your game plan going into this race for the final 7 races before the playoffs begin?
Well, it's going to try to stay up front and be clean. I hope we all can be clean tonight, because this is not going to be an easy track, especially off the corner. But yeah, I just want to stay clean, put myself in the best position at the end.
Now, with it being so hard to pass here, do you think we'll see a lot of people using that bump and run, or try to pass cleanly here?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it. I hope not to see it until the end of the race, but I mean, you never know. A lot of people have different ideas in their head.
All right, thank you. Good luck, guys.
There's a few drivers here getting a EOL by request. We got Darren Clark, Danny Lowe, Richard Reyes, Justin Burnett, Matt Cherry, Dustin.
Alright, let's take it easy here.
Chris James.
Long race.
All requesting an EOL. End of the line.
Amen to that, guys. Have a good run.
Back to Pat.
Yep, they're gonna come off turn 4 here. The pace car's gonna make a hard left turn down the road. The green flag. The green flag is out here.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
We're pulling away just a little bit.
Looks like he got a little jump on that start there.
We got a couple 2 wide racing back here with the 04 of Jordan Beck. It looks like the 8 of Patrick Green.
And Matt McLean is going to drop out of that battle. He's going to probably search for tires there.
You know, just what I thought. They're all trying to go single file as Patrick Green looks like he's going to slide up. Not quite. Jordan Beck is going to yield that position. Maybe.
Patrick Green making a good way.
Oh, we got contact between the 8 and... Who's that? Can't who that is.
Matt McLean got sideways there.
Saved it. We're still green.
Mm-hmm.
You know what to expect. Tires get laps on them. Like you said earlier, it'll be hard to pass, but also slide up. When you shoot low, you're gonna slide up into the guy. You're gonna slide into the guy up top of you and maybe cause a big wreck, but you just gotta be careful of that. Andrew Bird is already gapping between himself and Calvin Allison. Aaron Fowler running 3rd. Andrew Jones, last week's 2 weeks, finished 2nd at Kentucky. And 5th, Kyle Fram. got him. Looked like the 57 was trying to get that fourth position away from Andrew Jones. Just got a little tight and had to back out of there. Here's a battle for the 14th position. Looks like the 24 of Aaron Taylor and the 27 of Chuck Phillips side by side coming off of turn 4.
I think Chuck will get him right there. Right at the start finish line in the turn 1.
Not for sure.
Not too much action going on throughout the field.
You know, you have Richard Rose, car number 10, right in the 18th position, got that UOL. He's kind of settled in here to see. Look like he almost got on the wall there.
Oh, Aaron Taylor is going good for another move on Chuck Phillip here on the inside. He's going to try it on out of turn 4. No, not going to make it. Oh, Chuck Phillips will give up that spot. Pretty easy for Aaron Taylor there.
Jess Sturgill, he started 22nd and he's 24th. 20 seconds behind the leader. It looked like he might have touched the wall there a few laps back. As we cover back up on the leader, the second place battle is starting to tighten up just a little bit. Aaron Fowler in that 05 is starting to close in a little bit on the 28 of Calvin Allison, 64 of Andrew Jones right behind him.
There's a pretty good battle back there where Richard Rose is. They're 2 wide, 2 by 2.
Richard Rose in the 10. He slipped back to the 20th position.
Matt Cherry will make his way up to 16th in that little battle.
This is not surprising at all. Almost a 2-second lead, 7 laps into this race. Save. I know it's early on, but that 32 car is probably the one to beat today, unless something on pit road happens. But he has that number 1 pit stall to help him out there at the end. When it really counts.
I think why he's up there so much is because Calvin Allison
out.
second, and we got a
We have
caution.
a caution on the racetrack.
What's your car doing, bud?
It looks to be on the back straightaway. As it looks to be the number 20 car of Darren Clark.
27 got loose on the back stretch out of 2.
Oh yeah, he did.
And 20 hit the wall trying to avoid.
Very unfortunate for him.
Very unfortunate.
Now with only running 10 laps, people such as
Everybody's
Andy
going to come down
Bird,
the pit road,
Kevin Allison.
except for Patrick Green will stay out. On with Aaron Taylor and
Taylor. Can't quite make out that third car. The Darren Clark also, but he was the cause of the caution.
Looks like everybody's getting 4 fresh Goodyear rubbers. And these should be Hoosier racing tires.
No, honestly, I thought more people would have stayed out with only having 12 laps on their tires. Track position here. I would take track position over tires here. Just running only 12 laps on mine. And with this, the number 28 of Calvin Allison has just locked himself into the playoffs. Congratulations to him.
Yep, congrats to Calvin. 4 spots locked in and 2 more drivers to lock themselves in the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, yeah, we got you know, Richard Rose. You know, we've been talking about him all night, but he's maintaining where he's at, and you got Danny Lowe, you're big back there in 19th. Chris James. I thought, you know, I expected more of these back runners to come into the pits and more of the front runners to stay out, but you know, I guess there's a reason for everything, right, Corey?
Right. And from experience of racing on this track, of going long runs, I can tell you short runs here can eat up those tires pretty good.
Oh, for sure. You know, you really have to manage your tires, and you can't, you know, with it being so flat, you can one mistake and overdrive the corner and you're on the wall. So you can making a no tire change or a 2 tire change can really either make or break your race, really. But it looks like we got the 1 to go, and see how these old tires stack up against with Andrew Bird. As it looked like the 20 and the 24 came down. So Patrick Green starting first, and the 832 Andrew Bird was starting second. So it'll be interesting to see how much of an advantage the Andrew Bird will get.
All right.
2x2 heading into turn 3. I don't know. I think he'll be able to get the lead for maybe a lap, but then Andrew Bird will be right back around him.
Mm-hmm. Out of turn number 4 for the restart. Lap 15. It will be Patrick Green getting a pretty decent start there.
Yeah, you know,
But will Andrew
Kelvin
Bird be able to take him on the outside?
Kelvin Allison's going to slide up. Ooh, he's going to make it 3 wide coming out of turn 2.
3 wide.
3 wide for the lead.
Backstretching Andrew Bird will come out as the leader right there, out of going into 3, but Calvin Allison will be on the inside of him.
You know, Patrick Green got that valuable 1 bonus point for leading that lap. Maybe that's what he was trying to go for, but obviously, you know, he didn't want to lose the lead as he's going to start dropping back now.
Yep, and Andrew Bird has secured a nice little half a car length ahead of second place now. Pretty good battle back there for 5th place between Kyle Frame and Patrick Green. I think Kyle Frame will take it.
Yeah, and you know, he's continuing to drop back, but I don't know if he was hoping for, you know, another quick caution within the next 10 to 15 laps, but I don't know. I think he's gonna fall way back on those older tires.
Yeah, indeed.
I think honestly, if 5, 7 cars stayed out, he would have been fine. But you know, with him being the only car that stayed out on those older tires, I think that's really what hurt him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 64 gets tagged and into the inside wall in the front stretch. Caution will be out.
Runner-up a week ago at Kentucky, you know, really having a good, respectable run going up there, battling in the top 5. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, just they're 3 wide coming out, and the 88 just slid up, got tight, and you know, 64 happened to be there, and he just barely tapped it too. So that was a hard hit for the 64, but not too much damage. But that's from my angle.
Yeah, the left front is a little crinkled in. Probably come down, get some repairs done. Maybe you can make up a few extra spots.
Andrew Bird, he has some right front damage. I don't know what that was from, or
see if anybody's coming down pit road, and pulled off a fake.
Yeah, Calvin Allison's be trapped down pit road there, but I don't know. One thing that really surprised me, Patrick Green didn't put the last caution. He's still in 6th. I'm surprised he didn't come down to get those 4 fresh Goodyear tires, but he wants to make it interesting for us.
And it will be pretty interesting with him starting around P6.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin, co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com, and you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions, oh good lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back from the commercial break here at the New Hampshire Speedway. Well, you got the pace car lights are out. In second place, we got Aaron Powell, Andrew Bird in second place. First. And Aaron Power is in second place on the inside. They confused me here. Apparently in this league, they got choose lane. See how it is.
Yeah, they're going to get the green flag this time by. Andrew Bird chose the outside line. And the green flag is out, and he gets a great jump.
That was a jump right there.
So it looked like he kind of jumped that a little bit.
Aaron Fowler's gonna try to pull off a slide job out of turn number 2, though, and somebody wanna back out of that battle.
Yeah. And under that caution, Matt McLean received the EOL for that one. Man, that was a great restart by the 32, but it almost kind of looked like he jumped it just a little bit, but. We've not heard anything yet, so the restart must have been clean.
Patrick Green is somehow in 5th still, holding off the 70.
He's moved up a little bit. Yeah, I mean maybe he was conservative tires there. Now he's gonna go for it. You don't know.
Field runs on green flag should be around 56 to 60 laps here at New Hampshire. See how long he can survive.
Josh Sturgill, he started all the way back in 22nd, had problems early on. He's up to the top 10. As well as Richard Rose, he's up to the 12th position after getting a
Caution.
Yep.
The fuck is the goddamn caution for?
Another caution out in turn 2.
It's half big one. The 42 got loose on the inside and came up, tagged the 21, collected the 98, and 27 came to a stop. Ouch, hard hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Nowhere to go for the 98 car.
Just slammed that passenger door of the 42.
Nowhere to go there.
Nah.
Oh, we're gonna rack and stack them one more time.
David Clark has pretty significant damage, I would say, from that.
There's an update on the field. Andrew Bird, no surprise, still leading here. Aaron Fowler is second. Kyle Fram third. Brian Harper fourth. And Patrick Green hanging out with those other tires in fifth. Rounds out the top five. Got Raymond Dormer in sixth. Gene Cullum in seventh. Josh Sturgill eighth. Richard Rose up to ninth. Matt Cherry round in 10th.
And falling back into 11th is Calvin Allison, Jordan Beck, and Dustin Majeski, Aaron Taylor, and Kyle Trecho in 15th.
Darren Clark, a pretty well-known earlier incidents, up to 16th. Danny Lowe in the 79 rides at 17th. He's on pit road right now. 77 of Justin Barnett riding 18th, 19th. Matt McLean. Andrew Jones, a pretty well-known earlier incident, rides in 20th. David Clark 21st. And Chuck Phillips 22nd. And 23rd is the 42 of Chris James. And one lap down, 2 laps down now is the 98 of Brandon Parsons.
Yep.
You know, I want to grab a quick word with the 32.
You can go ahead. Now, we will be here in New Hampshire in the playoffs, so we found out. So, some guys are probably just using this race as a test.
Andrew Bird, Jake Little on the yellow flag TV with the guy. Copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what a fast car you have out there right now. Sitting P1, started P1. Had a chance to get a small cycle on your tires. As the run went on, how did the car change and how does it compare to the new tires?
It gets a little tighter through the middle of the corner, and I guess a little bit looser on exit, but I guess it kind of depends on how you use your tires, mainly on exit. But, I mean, it's really not that bad.
Alright, man, you're putting on a clinic right now. So far, 29 laps in, you're in P1. Hopefully you can pull it off, and good luck to you, and good luck to everyone out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, that was the pole sitter. Andrew Bird we're going to get the green flag once more here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Andrew Bird has chosen the outside lane once more for this restart.
Yeah, he got an awesome restart last time. Let's see if he can get a good restart as the pace car's in.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag.
Green flag. And pretty good jump again. It's pretty good, these restarts here.
Battle for second as the 57 almost got the 71.
Yeah, and back in...
We've got 3 wide racing all the way back there.
Yeah,
I don't know what position that is. Looks like to be in the around 15th or 16th.
I think Patrick Green's tires are finally getting down and lower than they need to be. He's struggling a little bit.
Hey, he's starting to push up there in the center of the corner, and that's what we we talked about earlier in the race, he's not going to be able to handle it as well. And like I said earlier, he's starting to come into effect here. We started 5th, dropping back to 7th, and I'm losing 8th to the 48 of Matt Cherries. He's going to try to get around the outside here.
Yep. And Cherry will take that spot.
And right behind them, you have the 28 of Calvin Allison. He's going to go high, try to get around the 8 car of Patrick Green. And you have the 76 of Gene Collum right there as well.
Don't want to get up on
Oh, 24 is around.
Oh, and around goes 24.
He's got a caution. He was running in the 13th position when he got turned.
That'll be caution number 4 of this race.
Yeah, looks like the 04. It kind of looked like the 04 pushed up just a little bit as he's on the bottom.
Nah, 24 just didn't go to the wall all the way, and 04 thought he was going up there and just tagged the left ear, turning around.
No, but also he had the 10 up there. I don't know if he thought he was clear. Try to make a pass to the inside of the 10 there, and the 04 just happened to be there.
And Kyle Frame will be your first car down pit road.
He's gonna pit from 3rd position here. I don't know, people trying some interesting strategy here. Only 33 laps into this race. I don't know, do you expect to see Patrick Green down here?
Yeah, I say if once he gets these 4 fresh rubber, he could probably get up there and contend for a good top 5 easily.
Sure. We got Graham Drummer starting 11th. He's going to just be up to 3rd. Kevin Allison back up to the top 5. Cal Graham, as mentioned, came down pit road along with the 48 of Matt Cherry. It looks like the 05 of Aaron Fowler. As you said earlier, Brandon Parsons, he will receive the lucky dog here under this caution. He'll be 1 lap down.
Should we probably try to get a quick interview with Richard or wait for the next caution?
No, go ahead, Corey.
Alright.
That was the number 10 of Richard Rose. Going to restart in the 60th position. Now, last caution, the 04 of Jordan Beck received the EOL, the first of his night, or the first of the night. As we're going to get the green flag right now as Andrew Byrne
Green
getting
flag.
that good jump as he always does. He is phenomenal at these restarts. Ooh, 71 gets sideways, saves it though.
What a save. He's gonna bottle up that whole inside line and run away with it. And for you guys don't know what the EOL penalty is it means end of line. So if you get into someone or cause a wreck, you'll get the EOL. You just have to go to the back of the pack. That's all it is. And in my opinion, these kind of races, I want to be in the back until we get single file. I don't want to be caught double wide pushing up off the bottom. Or on the outside for that matter.
Yeah, if you can get a good car, if you can figure out the outside, you can probably make some pretty good moves.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
As Calvin Allison, he's staying right with him for this time. As he kind of closed up the gap a little bit there from, he's 4 tenths behind the race leader. 1.7 seconds back to third place, Brandon Dormer. Right behind him, you have a 64 for Andrew Jones recovering nicely from that earlier caution. Brian Hartford working his way back up to 5th place.
pretty good battle for top 10 around top 10 area, top 7.
Hey, you got the 79 of Danny Lowe, gonna take it a little high. And the 05 Aaron Fowler, one of the cars that came down the road that last time, along with the 48 of Matt Cherry. Kind of interesting to see where those guys will go on these fresher tires. You got Patrick Green back here as well, right in the 12th position, just outside the top 10.
And Aaron Fowler gets loose and into the outside retaining wall. That will kill his motor. That was a hard hit into that outside retaining wall in turn 1.
You take a look at the replay here. He braked and he just got loose. Nothing. Brakes into the corner. Maybe it looked like he braked a little late.
Yeah, I think he was expecting 79 to brake a little bit later and to get lock up the binders.
Hit the brakes, locked him up, and just along for the ride at that point. Really unfortunate for him. He had a really fast machine, but not sure. While we were focusing on all of that, it looks like we had a change for 2nd place.
Yep.
70 of Raymond Dormer got by up to 2nd there.
And Raymond and Andrew will lead them all down pit road.
Interesting. It seems like they all want to go 20 laps at a time and then get fresh tires, but really be interesting to see if we do get a green flag run, how these drivers will treat their tires and see if they will actually take care of it instead of running them all flat spotted 20 laps into a run. As we did have a couple cars stay out. Looks like the 17 of Matt Sturgill and the 80 of Matt McLean stayed out here. So I don't know if 17 just had to get a point, but wouldn't be too bad to try to stay out there and lead some laps.
Yep. And bonus points are going to play some pretty good effects here if you can't get a win.
Right. And EOL went to the number 05 of Aaron Fowler, first of the night. As Jordan Beck will go back to the hauler and hang up the helmet as he's done for the night. And, with those cautions, the 98 that was involved in that previous caution, a couple cautions ago, he's back on the lead lap now.
And Danny Lowe, making that pit strategy of staying out, is going to see himself in third. And see how good he can do it.
And, you know, this will be really interesting for Andrew Bird. He's been up front all night. For this back being second, still on the front row. He's going to restart 10th. So it'll be real interesting to see how this car handles the traffic and if he can still navigate his way up to the lead. As we noted earlier, 17th Josh Sturgill will restart as the leader. Matt McLean restarts second. Danny Lowe third. Patrick Green back up to fourth. Kyle Treteau restarts fifth. Gene Collins sixth. Richard Rose up to seventh. Kyle Fram up to eighth. Aaron Taylor, after that spin earlier on, up to ninth. As we mentioned before, Andrew Bird back to 10th.
Andrew is your first car with 4 fresh tires too.
So I'll be right around with him as we got the one to go here to see how those 4 fresh tires will help him get through the field.
Yep, and Josh here is gonna choose the inside lane for this restart. See how good he can get on.
Another point is, it's not too bad. If he can get a good restart and clear the 88, then it's not so bad. But that 88 can stay right there on his right rear corner. That's gonna, he might slide up and might cause a caution. But I don't know. I've seen Josh Sturgill race, and he's a pretty good racer. He's the pace car's gonna dart down off pit road. And the green flag out.
Pretty good run.
Pretty good start.
Good restart on the inside.
For sure, Nez. I'm gonna right on board with the 32 car of Andrew Bird here going into turn 1. I just love this helmet cam they have on here. It gives you a real good look of what the drivers go through going to the turns and
get you that feel of the banking these drivers deal with, the little banking.
Yeah, right behind the 57 of Kyle Fram.
Yep.
Such a try to look low with the 79 here, maybe.
Nah. Wait. Nope.
He's probably going to try to want to work with it and try not to use up his tires too soon. But pretty comfortable lead for the number 17 of Josh Sturgill, about a half a second car lead. Second place.
Patrick Green sitting in third spot. Like I said, he's probably got a good top 5 car.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, he got what he wanted and pitted and got those 4 fresh tires. Not this last caution, but 2 cautions ago, and he's sitting up there right in third.
Yes, your next lap will be lap 50 of 125.
Someone just went wide. Can't quite make out what that is. That was a 76 of Gene Collum. Got really loose off the turn 2 last time by. He's going to slide from 4th to 6th. It's Andrew Bird. 4 fresh tires. He's up to 5th. Taking them off one by one each lap.
Kyle Frame is a pretty fast there.
You know, we have a battle for the lead up front. The 88 of Matt McLean is slowly starting to inch closer towards that 17 car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 88. Thinking a few extra laps here, he'll probably be on the back bumper of Josh. He can keep gaining. Looks like he gets better entrance speed than Josh, and Josh gets better exit.
7 Kyle Fram's around.
Ooh!
Andrew Bird was the one that got into him. He stay green. didn't lose anything. He's back to the 6th position. Going to take a look at that replay real quick.
Yeah, that set Kyle Frame clear back to 19th, though.
You know, it's just a case of it maybe looked like Andrew Bird kind of overdrove it a little bit and got tight in the center and just couldn't do anything. Very unfortunate for Kyle Fram. He had a really fast race car, and as he said, it's going to put him all the way back to 19th. Yeah, I mean, Matt McLean, he's starting to fall back just a little bit. He's a little bit of right rear damage. Now, could that affect him later on, do you think, Corey, or do you think he'll be all good?
As long as that ain't a tire rub, with this being a short track and aerodynamics not playing a role, he should still be pretty good.
And Matt McLean, he just gets such a good corner entry. I don't know if Josh Sturgill is just afraid of overdriving the corner and not being able to hit his marks off, but yeah, definitely Matt McLean can overdrive it as we might have a battle for the lead coming up turn 2. Matt McLean's gonna look low.
Nope. Well, hold up.
17.
Nope.
He might
Next car.
gonna block the low line from Matt McLean as he might slide up, open the door for the 88.
I think he might get him in turn 2 this lap.
Okay, this track is, you have to, not any of those other tracks where you can get right back on the throttle, you have to let the car
roll.
Let it roll, let it, then right off you gotta hit the gas. As we take a onboard look from that helmet cam from the 88. Upcoming intense battle here is, looks like Josh Sturgill got a little loose off turn 4 there.
Looks like he's braking at that number 3 going into the corner.
Yeah, for sure. He's gonna not get that look off. I think really the only way Matt McLean's gonna get around Josh Sturgill is if Josh Sturgill makes a mistake or he could somehow get to the outside of the 17.
Yeah.
Josh is going to slide high just a little bit. You know, another car that's kind of making its way into that top 3 battle is that 8 car, Patrick Green. He's slowly working his way up there too.
Yep. He's just waiting for them to start getting side by side so they start losing a little bit of speed, and he'll pop his little front end in there and try to make something happen.
You know what he's hoping for, right? He's hoping for the 88 to get below the 17, make contact, and he goes through.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing.
It's Andrew Bird after contact with 57 Kyle Fram. He's right in the 5th position, trying to put pressure on the 64 car of Andrew Jones here going into turn 1. I wonder if that contact was hard enough to knock the front end and the front fender, and yeah, the hood's buckled up a little bit, if that could really affect them.
Well, as long as he don't have a tire rub, he should be pretty good.
Right, yeah.
But from it looks like he might have a slight tire rub. That might play a factor.
Yeah, he's going to need a caution to get that car repaired and be able to get back in the sun. And I really, I think if if he gets that car repaired, he will be back up there battling for the win. But just for the time being, he will have to just ride it out and hope for a caution.
Yep, and we are going to be halfway at this time around. 62 down and 63 to go.
Yeah, it's been a good one so far here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Is Josh Sturgill still holding the lead over the 88 at Mac McLean, but that 8 car is still staying right there. Is the 88's going to get a run off of turn 4. Going to head into turn 1. See the 17's got to enter higher than usual.
And
17
Mac McLean is going to get the run and pull off side job.
Don't see many
side job, but it was a pass.
Yeah, you don't see many passes like that on the low line.
No, you don't.
That was a good pass. Matt McLean, the new leader here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the New Hampshire 125.
Yeah, and it looks like in a few laps here they'll be catching up to lap traffic. That'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Oh yeah, for sure. It looks like the unfortunately the 57 Kyle Fram is one of those, but sorry, if he gets lapped down, you got a caution, get back in him. But had that contact with
Andrew Bird is making a move on the inside of Andrew Jones. He'll get around.
Yeah, that's a good pass. Matt McLean is gonna lap the 08 car of Kyle Trentau.
No problems there.
As the next one will be the 57 car of Kyle Fram. I'm sure you've had incidents like this where you're running in a top 4, top 5, got a faster car behind you, trying not to get ran into, and you get spun. How frustrating as a driver is that running so well with only so many laps to go?
It's pretty frustrating. That's when you start giving it all you can. That's when you make pretty big mistakes.
It's not like Andrew Bird did that on purpose, just a racing deal, and I hope a 57 car will understand that, but that's very frustrating. So he's going to hopefully try to get that car fixed and get back in there. Matt McLean's opening up over a second lead. Josh Sturgill he's maintaining second. Patrick Green's in third. Andrew Bird fourth. Andrew Jones in fifth. Brian Harford rides sixth. Seventh is Raymond Dormer. Eighth is Matt Cherry. Ninth is Dustin Majewski. And right up the top 10 is David Clark, as he's trying to get by the lap car of Aaron Fowler. Aaron Taylor rides in the 11th and 24 car.
It was a pretty good battle of Richard Rose and Chuck Phillips back there for the 11th.
I was just getting to that, and Richard Rose, his car is not handling all that well. It's pushed into the center of the corner. It looks like he has a little bit of left front damage there. Don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I think that happened earlier in the race.
The 79 of 79 Daniel Lowe, he's 12 laps down.
Missing a nose there, got it modified.
Yeah, for a second there I thought it was a modified race. I was gonna say, wait, I forgot this is a Cup Series race, not a
And
modified
Richard
race.
Rose just pushed into the outside wall.
he is winless this year, still searching for that first win this season, and he picked up his first career win last year at Dover. So looking to end this bit of a dry spell, and you know,
while we
he
were going,
keeps doing the way he is, and he'll pull it off.
yeah, and I said while we were going through that field, Andrew Bird has made his way up to third.
Now I think this is where the somewhat fresher tires will come into effect, but I don't know, I think they've leveled up just a little bit, but Andrew Bird will have that slight edge over the top two of Matt McLean's Dresser.
Yeah, especially once we get into this major traffic jam up here ahead of Matt McLean.
Now, when do we start seeing green flag pit stops?
Well, when was that last caution they had?
Looked to be about lap 43. So around lap 73 now. That's about 30 laps. So about 25 more laps roughly.
Yeah, fuel run here is about 56, 60, but I say you gotta factor in tires.
So that, yeah, I would take tires over fuel. So probably maybe somewhere around lap 85 to 89. But what do you expect to see? That's for Andrew Bird and all those other guys that pitted. Matt McLean, you have to expect to see him and Josh Sturgill here in not too long.
Yep. If I'm like one of the back markers of ones that pitted the last caution, I'd be trying to conserve tires and probably get a full fuel run and probably run about the last 25 laps on fresh rubbers.
If I'm not mistaken, Matt McLean, Josh Sturgill, all those other guys came in around lap 34, around lap 76, so they've gone over 40 laps. Expecting to see them in between laps 89 and
we have word that 88 has 50-ish laps on his tires. So yeah, and about another
10, 13 laps. Yeah. As Andrew Bird, you know, he's moved up to the second position, getting by Josh Sturgill.
He's making moves.
This is definitely the longest green flag run we have seen all day, and all those people in the back, like Richard Rose, like Kyle Fram, like Chris James. What do you expect them? Maybe to short pit a little bit, or kind of run it out, hope for a caution?
If you're back and behind 10th and you pitted that last caution, I'd be staying out as long as you can.
And you know, people like Andrew Bird, you know, these drivers that are locked into the playoffs.
Well,
you expect them to see these people make, they make risks, like maybe come in early than what he should and try to gain that track, try to get it back, or try to run it out. He's already locked in. He has nothing to lose.
Well, since Andrew Bird is already locked in, and they got a race here in the playoffs, I'd be testing something out in case something like this plays out in the playoffs. Just stay out as long as you can, see how your car handles, and if it handles like crap, then you know what to do in the playoff race.
He can go, you mentioned earlier, he can go further than Matt McLean, but I just wonder if Andrew Bird, you know, he is starting to close in on the lead. You know, when Andrew Bird gets us by him, do you think we will see the 88, the 17, all those guys that didn't come in on the last caution come in and then try to get that track position back?
Yeah, definitely.
And then, you know, I wonder if people like Andrew Bird, like Patrick Green, Andrew Jones, those people that did come in that last caution, will they come in, because they're going to be running a second and a half to 2 seconds quicker. So they're going to lose like 2 seconds a lap, but it should be interesting to see how this green flag cycle will work out.
Yep.
The 42 just got put down a lap.
And they'll be top 5th. They'll be 15th, all the way up 15th a lap down.
Got 14 cars on the lead lap, but
Kyle Freeman is working on the inside of Richard Rose up there.
Richard Rose is like, no, go away.
Right.
He's gonna try Bella hard on the bottom, but when you're on older tires and you're on that bottom line, that outside line is so fast that you can't even do anything about it.
And Jimmy Cullum gets around Richard Rose, and that ain't a spot, but I know, so gets him closer to being a lap down.
Yeah, for sure. As he's going into turn 3, and Matt McGlane's going to go under him right here to put him a lap down. So, not the race Richard Rose was looking for, but still a ways in this race.
Still a lot can happen.
As we still have 40 laps to go here, but I don't know. It's Andrew Bird. He's closed it down to almost a half a second.
Yep. And Richard Rose will let him by easily.
Say those somewhat fresh tires are helping out Andrew Bird. He was just involved in a wreck not too long ago, and he's already up here battling for the lead. How about that?
Yeah. That fresh rubber definitely has helped him.
Even though he's locked in this championship, there is no quit in this. He's done such a... he's been the car to beat all day, as he's going to try to get to the outside here. As you see, he's running higher than the 88 to get that cut off the corner, and that is so important to a good runoff here.
Yep. He's searching for that grip up top, and I think he found that good section of the track where he has most grip.
Yeah, you kind of want it's kind of like Dover. You want to what I do is here I go low, kind of work it high, then work it back low, but you see him entering high and then just cutting it down low. But it seems we're going to see that 88 coming down pit road here.
Yep, 88 will come down pit road for his green flag pit stop.
So he saw the 32 right behind him, and he goes, it's time to come in and give him 4 fresh tires and fuel.
And Andrew Jones will also come down pit road with him.
So you got the right side of the car jacked up. They're going to switch over to the left side and 4 fresh tires and 2 cans of Sunoco race fuel as he's away. See where that's gonna kind of put him here. He's gonna come up there, and he's got
We'll wait for the transponder to kick over, see where he's at, and he will be in 10th.
10th,
one lap down.
First car 1 lap down, but
everybody in front of him has to still pit at least once here.
say he's good to go to the end of the race, but
yeah,
let's say in 20 laps there's a caution. Would you expect to see 20 to 30 laps? Would you expect to see these drivers come in and get 4 more tires?
well, if you're a lucky dog, you're definitely coming in to get your tires, and no matter what.
Let's say Andrew Bird last time ran a 29.90, and Matt McLean ran a 29.90, and Andrew Bird ran a 30.88. So hopefully it gives you a kind of a feel of how much fall off on these tires are. But yeah, tires, grip, track position. You kind of want all three, but it's kind of impossible to get all three.
Yep, and it looks like Matt McLean is going to be trying to catch up and get himself back on the lead lap under green flag without Andrew coming down pit road.
Yeah, right. I mean,
right behind him.
What he wants, does he? I don't know what he's thinking. He wants to get his lap back and then for a caution come out, so he'll have the lead coming in, have the lead for that restart. But what Andrew Bird wants to see is that caution like right now. But gonna trap a lot of guys. 1 lap, 2 laps. Looks like here an Andrew Bird might make his pit stop in this time.
Yep, and 32's coming down the pit road now. 88 will get his lap back.
As we right on board the helmet cam with Andrew Bird, the 32 machine comes down to his pit stall, no question doubt. 4 fresh tires and
Probably wait about half a second and get a little bit of damage repaired.
yeah, all the way down oversized pit box.
Right front. Yeah, and it looks like the crew also got the right front repaired right there. Pretty fast repairs. Wish my pit crew in real life could do that.
Don't we all? Andrew Bird is out of the pit road, and we're gonna follow the 88 of Matt McLean, see where he will end up here. Back across our finish line. The 30 of Matt or Dustin Majewski's in.
And he'll cycle into second.
And he's gonna pass Dustin Majewski, and he's gonna get the lead.
Yeah, he'll be cycled into the lead now.
Now the question is, how much of an advantage is he gonna have over the 32 of Andrew Bird?
He's got about 3 seconds from that last lap, and he will have a 1.5 second lead over Andrew.
Not too bad. He pretty much gained that whole lead over the pit road cycle. But
remember, if 88 wins this race, he can lock himself in. So he's going to try his hardest. But Andrew will probably not want him to win and force his way up there. Might see a bump and run on Matt McLean.
We're going to have a 29, just under 30 laps to go here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It has been an eventful one here, that's for sure, but Andrew Bird,
I think the party's just getting started, man.
Oh, the race is just now getting started, that's for sure, but Andrew Bird, he's been the class of the field all night, and he's starting to close in on that lead once again, and I kind of wonder if he's kind of. You think he's kind of laying back,
we're going to do
trying to
side by
save?
side commercial here.
back, everybody, to the New Hampshire 125 for the Superman game called Cup Series. Andrew Bird's starting to close in. He's having a hard time getting around that lap car of the 57 of Kyle Fram, but that allowed Matt McLean to open up just a little bit. It's been an exciting one here, hasn't it, Corey?
Yep, and 79 has a blind motor.
Yeah,
That's a given.
Yeah, he was running 20th, 14 laps down, so a rough night for him. And he's probably happy that this one's done. Yeah, Matt McLean, the Kyle Fram machine's kind of trying to unlap himself here.
Just burning slow right there.
I say Andrew Bird, he's got to be, I don't say furious, but kind of ticked at this 57 car for not letting him by when he should. Hey, there's 20 laps to go. He's trying to get his lap back, but still, he should yield to the lead lap cars. But
and there's more lap traffic coming up. It's going to get interesting. Party's starting. 20 to go.
We got 20 laps to go. We got a slow car up ahead. That's he's on that's the 10 car, Rich Rose. He gets that going.
There we go, making through traffic. Won't be a surprise if Andrew here gives Kyle a bump.
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised either. He's gonna try to. I don't know what he's thinking right now. Oh, he's getting close to the 88. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Kyle.
Nah. Kyle's gonna get a bumper here in a few laps. I can see it coming.
Yeah, from that 32 of Andrew Bird, but he's racing up there like he's racing for the lead. And that, just what the 98 did, that's what the 57 should do.
Well, 57 knows it has as much right as they do on the track. But, I mean, this
So
all
there's
going on.
Yeah.
Should have been letting them by.
Once again, we're gonna ride on board with the helmet cam of the 32 of Andrew Bird as he's gonna try to get around the Kyle Fram. Looked like 88. He had an issue, but I think he was just doing that to guard the inside line from the 57.
Do you think maybe 57 messaged 88 telling him to block inside lane? Yeah, I don't know any teams on here, but I'd assume 88 told 57 hold off Andrew.
Yeah, I don't know, but how if that is the case, how long can those two stay side by side? As the 88's gonna slide up and Andrew Bird's gonna maybe look low going into turn 3. We got a battle for the lead going on in turn 3.
Yep, and Kyle got his lap back. Got about another 15 laps here to go at the line.
The race
getting more exciting.
Look low.
Andrew going low. Oh, tap to the outside. Tap to outside. All right.
Matt McLean's like,
that was the tap you were looking for right there, boys.
Matt McLean's like, take it, you can have it.
Watch this. Matt is furious about that.
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if that 57 is going to hold off the 32 once more.
Yeah,
and let that 88 get to the 32 bumper.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing to see what 88 does when he gets up to 32's back bumper.
Say, I'm hearing the radio communication. The 88's not happy with the 32.
Nah, I wouldn't be happy either.
I mean, he drove into the corner and doored him. I mean, I don't know. I'm not on the track. I don't know if there's an earlier incident from the 32 and the 88, but from my perspective, that was uncalled for.
Yep.
So he has the lead and pulling away. About a 7/10 second lead.
Be interesting if we get a caution here. Soon.
Yeah, we have 9 cars on the lead lap now. And, the 32 once again is having a heck of a time to go by that 57.
57 does not like being on.
Say he's racing up there like he's racing for the lead.
Indeed.
Andrew Bird's trying to pull away now, about a second. Matt McLean's in second, Brian Harford third, Andrew Jones fourth, and Josh Sturgill fifth. Matt Cherry sitting sixth, Patrick Green slid back to seventh. Dustin Majewski still running pretty well in eighth. Then last car on the lead lap, running ninth, is Kyle Framing. You saw him there running 10th. He just got put down a lap by our leader, Andrew Bird.
Yep. I think Andrew here, as long as we don't get a caution next 5 so laps. I think cautions here last about 6 laps. We can't have a caution lap 120.
Oh yeah, for sure. If caution comes out, the race will be over, and there is no green light checker, as you just said, and I really wish that they would implicate green light checkers here on this service, but they don't. But that'll be something that me and a lot of people would like to see in the future.
Yeah, I've had a handful of unofficial green-white checkers in dirt and paved side, and those get pretty exciting. Some big things happening. 5 wides in turn 1.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think Andrew has finally started to pull away here. Unless he makes big mistakes some point within the next 8 laps, I think he's gonna take it.
Saying they're pretty all, and it looks like the 24 going into turn 3, he got a little loose. Yeah, he hit the brakes and he almost lost it, but he saved it. But yeah, Andrew Bird, man, he's pulled away by almost 3 whole seconds. So if he can close out with these last 7 laps, he once again gonna add another win to the season and to his global resume. Yeah, last lap, Inchberg ran a 30:16. Matt McLean, he ran a 30:68, so a whole half a second quicker, and at this point, Matt McLean just wanted this race to end.
It'll be interesting to see what happens next week. Where are we at next week?
Indianapolis, I believe we're at next week.
Yeah, I think, Indianapolis, that'll be a pretty interesting show to watch.
Fast speeds, and so as we're gonna come around, we're gonna get 5 laps to go.
Flagger has a 5-lap and second lap for the leader.
Andrew Bird looking to cap off on his 5th win of the season. So yeah, what a what an up and down day for the driver of this 32 car. Ingeberg, gets a phenomenal start, gets caught back in traffic, gets involved in a scuffle with the 57. That's probably why the 57 was holding up to 32.
Yep, and 32's now in major auto traffic, but I don't think it'll play any factor here.
Yeah, I don't know. They're side by side, and Ingeberg just has nowhere to go. But
actually, they're 3 wide right in front of him.
And not what he wants to see is two of those cars. 76 of Gene Cullum and the 70 of Raymond Dormer are gonna let him by. It looks like.
I think Raymond's just trying to finish on the lead lap right here.
Oh, for sure. And him and Patrick Green are gonna be side by side, and not a little contact, but they're gonna be side by side in front of Ingeberg.
This is gonna be more of an interesting finish between Patrick and Raymond here for 8th.
Oh, contact.
Ooh, contact right there. Right in front of your leader.
2 laps to go at New Hampshire. Patience is the key, but Matt McLean closed up by 2 seconds, but not gonna have enough time.
Not unless Andrew here makes a pretty big
gonna
mistake.
enter a little high, but I don't know if he meant to do that or what. But he's gonna get the white flag. 1 more lap to go here, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. New Hampshire 125. 1 more lap to go for Ingeberg. He's gonna try to navigate around the 24.
I wouldn't even worry about putting 70 car lap down. I'd just stay right there.
Just ride. He has it from here. Oh
my God!
I thought the
24 just out. Break a little late.
Yeah, it's coming out of turn 4. Win number 5 of the season. Ingeberg's gonna win the New Hampshire 125 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Matt McLean 2nd, Brian Hartford is 3rd, and Andrew Jones comes across 4th. Jeff Sturgill will be coming across the line in 5th here, right here.
Yeah.
Matt Cherry coming in 6th. Justin Majeski is 7th, and Raymond Dormer, last car on the lead lap, will come home in 8th. Patrick Green and Kyle Frank round out top 10.
Yeah, what a good what a race for the 32 of Anchorage. Looked like Matt McLean was gonna get it, but just didn't have the car there at the end. His 32 is gonna burn it down here into the front stretch. But you want to go ahead and
burnout.
Yeah.
We'll wait on him to get done with his burnout. We'll talk to 3rd place of Brian Hartford.
Yeah, do you want to go in and get Brian Hartford there?
I see you get him.
Alright, I'll get him. Hey, Brian Hartford, Jake Little on the Yellow Flag TV booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Man, what a run for you. You finished 3rd, qualified 12th. It was kind of a tough race out there. Kind of walk us through your run here tonight in New Hampshire.
Well, I was just taking it easy, trying to have the track come to me a little bit, watching people overdrive the corners. Hopefully that was going to be the key, but Andrew's tough. He keeps good tires underneath his car. I was starting to catch Matt there, but just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, it was an awesome race to watch from up here, but you gave it a heck of a ride, and you came up with the top 3. Good job, man.
Thanks, guys. Hey, thanks for the broadcast. Thanks for the league. Thanks to my family for letting me do this, man. Thanks.
All right, you wanna?
So let me know how that 10 laps played out for you there. It looks like you got bumped by Andrew Bird. When that looked like from the cockpit of your view.
Yeah, no comment on that. I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut on that so I don't get myself in trouble. But it was a good race. We had a good car, a really good car, a lot better than what I expected. The car wasn't the fastest one out there, but we were pretty good on old tires. When that contact happened, it must have knocked my toe out or camber or something, because I was just pushing really tight from there on out.
Yeah, how was the tire wear in that last half of the field run?
It was great, actually. I really like how the car handled. It wasn't too tight, it wasn't too free. It was pretty much just the way I like it.
Alright, pretty good job on second place there. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's head down to the Andrew Payne's victory lane, where rookie Andrew Bird picked up his 5th win of the season here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the New Hampshire 125. Andrew Bird, Jake Little on the yellow flag TV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, he did. He started out front, kind of fell back there in the mid parts of the race. Over that first part of the green flag, first part of the run, how much did your car change there?
Not a ton. It really wasn't bad. Like Matt said, it's a really nice setup. But yeah, the tires just would get old and would just push to the center of the corner. But yeah, as long as you didn't really spin the tires a bunch off exit, it wouldn't get too bad.
Now, when you came down pit road, you started 10th for that long green flag run. You had 9 cars in front of you. Did you think you could still get around them or get a long green flag run? And walk us through the last long green flag run there.
I initially thought I'd be much faster than them because of just my qualifying and practice speed and mainly tires. I really did not think their tires would hold up that well for those first like 10 laps or so. But then I caught up to 57. We have a good history together, and then I just made the tiniest mistake in the middle of the corner, and I tried really hard to get off the gas and on the brakes not to hit him, but I cut this quarter panel and it gave us both damage. He got the worst of it, and I'm a lot of respect towards him for not retaliating and racing me very clean but hard there for his lap back.
Yeah, you finally caught up to the leader, Matt McLean, at the time. He came down pit road, you had the lead. Then when you eventually came down, he got the lead back by like 2 seconds. Did you think you still had the car to be able to get by him, or be able to have to use the move you did to get by him using the bump and run?
Yeah, I took a faster pair on pit road. I was kind of worried at first of where I would come out through the strategy because I stayed out like 5 extra laps or so, but he was only 2 seconds ahead, and I just knew with my tires at that point being fresher than his and how fast my car, I would catch up to him. It was just, it made me a little nervous, have to get by the 57, and I realized he's faster than 88, so I just let him catch him, and then I would do my work there. I was not trying to bump and run at all right there. I was just driving it hard into the corner. I was hard on the brakes. It felt really good through the corner. I felt like I was at a reasonable spot right there, especially since I was already inside. And I felt like he did what he should have done, which is crowd me, but it just caused some contact on the side, which felt very light to me. I didn't even see him move that much.
Oh, well, congrats on the win. Is there anybody you want to thank out here tonight?
Yeah, you guys for doing the broadcast, Simple Man Game Calls for sponsoring the series, Tommy for doing a great job as always, and Jeff Gluck from jeffgluck.com.
All right, man. Congrats once again, and we'll see you next week at Indianapolis.
Yeah, thank you.
There's your winner, Andrew Bird, winner of the New Hampshire 125.
Ninth at that time, and I just didn't do much.
Right. How was the car all race?
Welcome back to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for Civil Man Game Calls Cup Series, New Hampshire 125. We just concluded. Andrew Bird picked up his 5th win of the season, went to the Andrew Payne's victory lane. And this, Corey, we were not disappointed during this race, and give everyone your feedback.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race, man. Up here in the booth, it was pretty good. A lot of give and take there from a lot of cars other than that 57. I'm sure there will be a few tempers flared at Indy next week.
Yeah, as well. Head to Indianapolis Motor Speedway next week, and
That track with a lot of speed and a lot of braking. That's where it is. They're going to be getting in and braking.
Yeah, gonna reach speeds upwards to between 200 and 210 miles per hour. So it should be real interesting next week. So let's go through the finishing running order here. Andrew Bird, once again, like I just said, picks up his 5th win of the season. Matt McGlane finishes 3rd. Brian Harper 3rd. 2nd, Matt McGlane. Brian Harper 3rd. Andrew Jones 4th. Josh Sturgill 5th. Matt Cherry 6th. Justin Majewski 7th. Raymond Dormer 8th. Patrick Green, reverse car 1 lap down in 9th. And Kyle Fram finishing 10th. Chuck Phillips finishing 11th. David Clark finishing 12th. 13th goes to Chris James. 14th, first car 2 laps down, Aaron Taylor in the 24. Gene Collum in the 76. Finishing 15th. Aaron Fowler finishing 16th. Richard Rose finishing 2 laps down in 17th. Justin Barnett 5 laps down in 18th. Brandon Parsons 12 laps down in 19th. And Darren Clark, Danny Lowe, Kyle Tretto, Jordan Beck, and Kevin Elson rounds out this 24-car field. Here's the finishing running order for this race. Any last comments for the crowd for next week or for tonight, Corey?
Not really. I think we're going to be talking to Tommy about the owner of the show about next week. Take it away.
What kind of things would you expect to see next week, Corey? See a lot of side-by-side or single file out?
A lot of single file. Indy ain't too good for passing.
Alrighty, this will...
No, hold up. We're gonna interview Tommy here.
It was some good racing up front. I know Matt's not necessarily the happiest individual at the moment. Can totally understand that. Other than that, it was really fun watching them run up front. That long green flag run, man, it kind of throws folks for a loop, but special thanks to all the drivers out here, man. They really they put on what I thought was a pretty good show and ran real well against each other for the most part. There's a lot of give and take throughout the entire race. And, looking forward to Indianapolis. Maybe we have another good one there. Only got 7 races left until the playoffs start. So, it's getting down to crunch time for some of these guys. Or some of these guys who are right on the cusp of getting in. And a win, man, that changed the whole deal.
I agreed. That was a pretty good race from up here in the booth. You got any comments about what you expect from these drivers next week?
Well, hopefully a whole lot of the same thing. I mean, Indy and New Hampshire aren't that, dissimilar. They're both flat. A lot of throttle response. That's key at Indy because you've got to be able to get that big run off the corner, but you've got to find that sweet spot when to hit it because if you don't, you're going to hit it too early. Car's going to push on corner exit. You're going to hit it too late. You're going to get blown past you all the way down the back straightaway or the front straightaway. You can't put too much wheel input in it because just like here, you'll just loop it around on corner exit. They're not far off, so hopefully the drivers can carry a lot of the same momentum from New Hampshire into Indy and maybe steal one. I know there's a lot of guys who are hungry. I know Matt was hungry tonight. A win would get him into the playoffs. Brian Harford the same way. Andrew Jones is starting to come alive here now. I mean, so many of these drivers, they're just right on that verge of getting that win and breaking those floodgates down. So it's going to be a show for sure.
Yep, and that will conclude this broadcast for this week. And that was a pretty good race. Hope to see everything can get the same next week or more. That's a show here. I'm Tommy Reed.
All right, that was the league owner and race control of Tommy Reed, and so like you said, that'll end our broadcast here tonight. We're gonna move on to next week, to Indianapolis, and see you guys all next week.
Yep, this has been Corey Bednott with Jake Little signing off.